Welcome to this video on my brand new Model Y. I had it for just about a month and I already made a scratch on it. Before I tell you to be careful when you open the trunk, I would like to show you some shots of this new color, QuickSilver. I think it looks really good in the evening sun, but also just in general. I've already had several compliments on it and I'm really glad I picked it. Unfortunately, I lied before. I not only made one scratch on it, I made two. I've owned my previous vehicle for 5 years and I've never made a scratch on it. Therefore, I find it a little worrying how quickly I damaged this one. I talked to a guy who said that the paint needs to harden, or perhaps it's because it's a much better vehicle and I need to learn to take better care of it. At the end of the video, I will show you the scratches I made and how I made them so you can avoid these damages. I've contacted Tesla about them and I will make a follow-up video on what happens. But first, this beautiful shot of my very dirty car. I've become a little anxious on how to clean it, and I would love any advice on how to do so safely without scratching the paint even further. But enough of that, and let's get on to some comparison videos of other Model Ys and their colors. Here my car is next to another Berlin-made Model Y in the pearl white standard option. I haven't gotten any shots of it, but I find that the Berlin pearl white looks nicer than the Shanghai one. But this might just be my hunch based on my inexperience with the Shanghai white. In this shot, you really get the impression that the big black wheels would have looked really great on this car. But in our case, the standard aero wheels with a better option. Here my QuickSilver is parked next to one in midnight grey, which is the old grey that is still purchasable if you buy a vehicle from Shanghai. I asked the owner and he said that the paint was original and it originated from Berlin, but a cheeky look at his VIN reveals that it's actually from Shanghai. And I think it's the midnight grey, even though I think it looks slightly different than one I've seen before. I know it's not the black one, as there's another black Model Y in another parking spot nearby, and it looks very different from this one. But here it is in the evening, and you can see how dark it is. I've never seen a midnight grey look this dark, not even at night. So it might be a custom color that I haven't seen before. And here's my car for comparison. When we made the order for the car, we haven't never seen the color in real life, and we just hoped that the new additional layers would be worth the extra price tag. We're really satisfied with it, and I often look at my car and say, damn, it's beautiful. While the Midnight Cherry was really tempting, it had a longer wait time and we didn't want another red car, so we opted for this more neutral silver. And I really think that it has a lot of depth to it, like in this shot where it almost looks like stealth silver. But apart from the black comparison that I could make if this video gets a little attention, I would like to show you the damages I made and how you can avoid them. This is the deepest one, and it was caused by the motorized hatch opening in a too small garage. It simply opened up and did not register that the ceiling was too low, but I should have caught it. And that's how you prevent this damage, by simply being aware when you open up your trunk in a small space. If you catch your trunk and then hold it in position, it will stop there and won't try to open further. Then you can open the hatch button for a little bit and it will make a noise and lock to that position, also for future openings. This other damage I got from ironically trying to protect the paint from further scratches. I was trying to install the Tesla purchased paint protection film for the rear doors. The damage occurred when I tried to clean up the spot where the paint protection film goes. I used a soft sponge according to the instruction manual, but ended up with all these horrible scratches on my paint. Fortunately, they are not nearly as deep as the one I made on the trunk, and Tesla might be able to polish them up, or so they say from the picture. They don't know yet, and I don't know how much it's going to cost me, but it has refrained me from installing the film on this door, and I really want the damage fixed. Here's the sponge I used, a regular kitchen sponge. I used this lighter, softer side on the other door to great effect without damaging the paint, but this rougher, darker side made the damage that you saw before. I was trying to clean out some small black spots that likely are asphalt. Apparently, you should use a special spray for these and not try to abrade them off. Here you see the other door, where the paint protection film is mounted successfully. Here I'm trying to zoom in on one of the black dots that I was trying to remove with the rough side. There's a line where you can clearly see the paint protection film, but it isn't too invasive. Despite all the accidents I made, I really care for this vehicle. It's amazing to drive and listen to music in, and I actually like autopilot despite not living in the US, nor having purchased full self-driving. I would love to do some more videos on accessories and other stuff, so please leave me feedback if you have any. Have a nice day, thanks for watching.